Well, today is a sunny afternoon, March 30 in the year 2025. I just want to investigate an old project of mine, which I called the Cars project, or a candle in English. And I put myself in fresh beer, cold from the refrigerator. So now I want to go to open this project and see what the state is. I don't remember myself. What we see inside the box is this, so we'll unbox the box. So this is the content of this box. Some breadboards, circuits, and a schematic I draw myself. I would like to understand how these Chinese candles work. You can control them by remote, and how they are flickering. So there's some electronic inside. You have a battery here and an on-off switch. I turn the battery on. To the left, you see it shines. There's some lead in it, and this is flame. It's on a wire. I will put it in the middle. And if you're looking good, you can see it. There's a coil inside, which is this coil. This is the PCB inside the candle. And now and then it will get a little current through it, so it will attract that flame thing. This is that flame thing. And I think there's a little magnet. You can see it on the spot or some metal-y thing in the underside of the flame that will be attracted by the coil now and then. And that makes that, in combination with the LED light, it's a very realistic, seen from far away, of a burning candle. Quite a good idea, this. So I did an experiment. The smartphone from which I'm taking these videos, you can see in the mirror, and I glued with tape an earphone on it, and the earphone is coming from this device. The one is there, the left and right channel, and the other is there. This is a default kit to create, and if I press it on, it's a radio sniffer. It detects all kinds of radio signals. I put it now on, maybe you can hear now something. My old smartphone, this one, my new smartphone, still produces some sounds. My old smartphone, yeah, it's now on, but when it's off, you hear nothing because it's in a standby state. And I also had connected this apparatus through this cable to my computer, and with the help of ChatGPT I could create the sounds. I connected it to the microphone input and make the loudspeakers sound the audio that I recorded by the microphone. But there was so much distortion, so I did not use this. So I used the system of gluing the earphone to my smartphone. So now on, what I discovered is these should be completely silent. This one too. You can control if I press off, press on. It should be in a sleep state. It means it is not. It is just consuming very much, relatively, current, power. So the battery will last maybe for 1 year, even if you don't use it. Normally, to get off, a battery should be at least 10 years before it dies out. So now I want to investigate the receiver side. This is the receiver inside the candle, and because I was not sure if the batteries were okay, so I connected it to my power supply and I set it to 3 volt and limited it to 100 milliamps. So if I turn it on, well, the switch was not on, so now I turn it on. And if I enable the power supply, it draws immediately 100 milliamps, which I set as a limit. So there's something wrong with it. Turn it off. Some thoughts in between. I believe in evolution. You know that if you do this, you will burn your hand. Ow! But it will not with this. You can just do this. Nothing will happen. But it feels so unnatural. Okay, but that's some story in between. It looks a little bit complicated, but it's not. I just put my multimeter, the minus, the negative and the positive over the battery. The batteries are not installed, they are out there. There's nothing in there. But then it says it's 1 ohm. So there's a big shortage between the positive and the negative. I don't know why. Well, let's trace the signals. The plus, these Chinese guys take the color yellow. So the plus is going to here, the second from the left. Say it 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes to pin 2. And the negative one goes to the switch. And let's take a unique color, yellow. And it goes to point 1, connector 1. But we have to light on a LED. It should have a plus and a minus. So I'm not sure which is which, but the one color, let's take yellow as a color for the one side of the LED, and they'll say, well, maybe this is very unique. We take another color, we take it a white color. It's going to pin number 4. You understand? I like creativity, but it sees. When I'm looking at this, yeah, you know what I'm thinking. Wasn't it in the year 1924 or something around that? Mass production of cars was going on in America. Henry T. Ford car was produced, and you could choose any color you want, but it only turns out you could choose the color black. As I'm a critical person, you also detected, but I'm looking at the soldering. Yeah, this is very bad. It looks like Chinese products where those many women are in those big faculties soldering it. Yeah, I bought it, so I don't complain. But it's just a way to think about. But as this interface has a resistance of 0 ohms or 1 ohm between the positive and the negative, I think I will go to try to dismantle the third candle and use this PCB inside it to test it.